Every time I go to record, she has to jump in front of me. Look at the camera and tell people why you want to keep interrupting me every time I record. Yeah, I'm publicly shaming you because you're an asshole and I love you, but you need to be called out. So anyway, I wanted to kind of do like a pillow talk kind of thing. Sorry I didn't record and post anything on Friday on time. It's because I was suffering from a very bad migraine. You might have saw my Snapchat. If you haven't seen my Snapchat, you should add me on Snapchat. It's Ashley Signs, and that's it. You can see my Instagram if you want to clicky dealio on my little key thing. But anyway, I wanted to do this response video on something I had seen recently, and it was Shane Dawson's exposed a YouTuber series where it was two parts, a half hour each, where he got to talk to Grav3yardgirl and ask why she was dropping out of the public's eye, and when it wasn't really necessary, when she is one of the legends of YouTube. So I kind of wanted to say, to start off with, Grav3yardgirl is like literally one of the legends. She is what started a couple of trends, I think, on back a while ago. She's been on YouTube for about 8 years. She literally has over 8 million subscribers at this current time that this video is being made. She'll probably have way more by the time my video gets out and about to anybody. But either way, I remember when Grav3yardgirl first started out, she was doing a lot of product reviews. She still does a lot of product reviews. But she always had a wacky, quirky, kind of eccentric taste to how she described these things and how she presented herself to make it entertaining for people, right? And I really enjoyed that stuff. But at the same time, I'm not really big into retail or customer review of certain products. It's just not like my fancy or whatever. But it was very amusing to watch her. I just kind of parted off and decided to watch my paranormal shows instead. And then I've went on to a few other things before coming back to YouTube for a fairly recently time. Hello, Molly, again. Anyway, but for the last year and a half or so, literally end of 2016 all through 2017 and most of 18, Grav3yardgirl's views had went down like significantly. She was getting to 1.5 to almost 5.5 million views per video, and then sometime in 2017 they dropped dramatically down to 400k or 122k, and even lower, and she got to the point where she was losing them a little too rapidly, and we kind of wanted to know why. Well, Shane Dawson wanted to know why a little bit more, and actually went out to see her at her house in Texas. And when I think of Grav3yardgirl, I do not think high class. I don't think fancy. I think punk rock goth chick who's really awesome, who's beautiful, who's funny and quirky and eccentric and all these things, who really enjoys product review, presentation, and creepy things and things that go bump in the night, and all is well, but I would also think of her to be humble, and she still is, but come to find out in his documentary, she lives in a giant mansion. She has beautiful architecture, giant rooms that have all this volume, and just an essence to her that I never would have thought possible. And she earned it all by herself, all through the hard work of YouTube. And she was really afraid to come out and about to people, which brings me to the next point, why Shane came out to talk to her. And it was to bring her out of her shell, because she was so like upset and worried and stepping in front of herself, letting the intrusive thoughts happen. She was worried that people are going to think of her as snobby or, snobby or entitled, I think, as she said in one of her videos, why I've been lying about my life. It's something she's uploaded as recently as a week and a half ago, and it got 1.1 million views, as opposed to a video 2 to 3 weeks ago only got 400,000 views. So people really wanted to see her coming out and exposing herself a little bit, which I really want to say, exposed is kind of like a harsh word, but I know it's kind of clickbaity. It seemed like there was some kind of scandal when I first saw the video, but if I could just respond directly to Bunny, aka Grav3yardgirl, And the fact that she actually came out to YouTube after chatting with Shane and having a few days with him to really loosen herself up and to stop the intrusive thoughts of, well, what if they don't like this? And I know they're not going to like that. And I can't tell them about myself in this way because you just have to learn to stop it. As someone with anxiety and panic and abandonment issues and all of this, my own self, I am afraid of putting myself out there and what to share with the world. Do I share that I like Pokemon? Do I share that, certain aspects of my life that could really render me hopeless or speechless at the end and, strip me of everything I am at the end for being so honest? I can understand where she's coming from, especially being well off. Even though she's earned everything from herself, she doesn't want to come off as if she was born into this type of family. She's earned every penny and she deserves to have the luxuries of life because she's worked hard for it. When it came to her coming out and opening up about these things and creating a new persona about herself that includes all aspects of her interests, whether it be fashion, the creep and the crawly, the weird, the outdated, the antique, the historic, all of it makes up Bunny and who she is, and it drives her passion. It makes her live and love life and laugh harder than she ever could have, and it's beautiful to see. And while I was watching the documentary that Shane was doing of her, I was impressed. I was taken aback. I didn't realize that she was amazing in every way. I thought, she was just another girl doing more product reviews who was really popular on YouTube, but now I see her in an entirely different light, and that's the kind of thing I think was needed. She needed to expand herself to a new audience and to come back and really try for that new target audience. Shane said something in his video too where he was like, you have this audience who loves the creepy crawly, and you have this audience who loves fashion, and there is no reason why you can't build a bridge between these two things. And I know he didn't say those words directly, but that's me just abbreviating a little bit. So, there's no reason for her not to do this. Because again, for me, I'm turned off a little bit from fashion. It's just not my thing. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to come back and watch the other videos that are about the antiques and the historic and the paranormal and the creepy and the whatever, because I love all of those things. And with those interests, I might slowly start coming into the interest of fashion. I slowly did it with makeup and other brands with other YouTubers, so I could easily see myself sliding into both of these genres in her channel, which in my theory can only make her grow more. If she's at 8 million subscribers now, there's no reason why she can't be 15 and 25 and 30 million subscribers with a couple of years down the line, and with some new techniques and new broadening of her system, really. So with her really doing this, it gives me confidence and hope that my channel will grow, that I can easily put myself out there and talk to you guys and share with you the things that make me who I am, being an artist, being a photographer, talk about things, paranormal, creepy crawlies, whatever, fluid sexuality, all of it, any and all things, debatable content, reviews, reactions, all of it. I want to share it all with you at some point, so I wanted to start with this response. I wanted to say thank you, Bunny, for coming out and showing this to us, that even when you've made it big, even when you've accomplished your dreams and they've come true, even when you've got more money in the bank than you know what to do with, there's still going to be times where you're upset and lost and worried and doubting and second guessing yourself. But it doesn't matter where you're at in life, you're always going to have these problems, and you just have to learn how to work through them. And I think Shane and Bunny collabing to do this, to really show how to grow in these situations, was an excellent example for everyone viewing it, that they can then easily apply to themselves. So I again was really touched by the documentary and everything, and it's encouraging me right now to do a video. I was procrastinating for a while because I was going through the exact same intrusive thoughts. I'm over here thinking, how can I put a video out when I know I can't do it very well because my mental state isn't gonna let me. You know, my haircut isn't right, I look like a hobo, whatever. I don't wear makeup, I'm not a beauty guru, I don't have a fine body, I can't model things. You know, and I don't have the most vast vocabulary. I swear like a sailor, and I'm trying really hard to work on that. And, you know, what can I do? All these like intrusive things are just coming, and I have to learn to just stop, take a breath, drink my coffee, and come out to you guys and make these videos and do this. So the fact that she can do it, and she's at 8 million subscribers and growing every day after hitting a landslide of losing it all the way down to 5 million viewers and even lower, if she can bounce back, I can start off right and grow too. And everyone else on YouTube has the chance to be successful, and she believes it, I want to believe it, and you want to believe it, so we have to at least try, right? So again, beautiful example. Thank you so much for coming, you know, to YouTube and opening up to us, because we all just need that example, that push to try a little harder despite how hard it gets. So thank you again, Shane and Bunny and all the other YouTubers who are coming out. I can relate so hard. So anyway, if you're done listening to me rant, thank you for about 10 minutes of your time. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way we can keep updated and I can keep pumping out some content with some better lighting. If I'm fighting all my migraines, perhaps I can actually put something out that's not gonna sound so thrown together. I actually wrote a script for this video like 15 times. I have 28 post-it notes in my room right now that I'll show you probably tomorrow in a vlog. Man, I am just terrible because I'm such a professional procrastinator. So let's get this ball on the road though. So thank you again, and I will see you next Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the crap out of this. Also, hit me up on my Instagram, my Tumblr, my Pinterest, my Facebook page, my DeviantArt. I have an email, ashleyshalinasigns@gmail.com. Sorry, I lied. ashleyshalina@gmail.com. And I will answer any and all questions. I can't wait to see you guys. Bye.